Hi everyone, it's grammar time. In today's episode,
command tense practice and 7 suggestions for Valentine's Day. Olá pessoal, é quase dia de São Valentim. Hi everyone, it's almost Valentine's Day and you may be looking for ideas of what to do for that special someone. If not, no worries, you can take the opportunity to get some quick Portuguese practice in, specifically the command tense, and maybe learn some new vocabulary while you're at it. This tense is something you'll come across more and more the more you advance in your Portuguese learning. Technically, it's called the Imperativo, or imperative in English, and is used when you want to give someone an order, instructions, or make suggestions. It's the tense used the most in instruction manuals and cooking recipes, for example. In today's topic, we're looking at 7 suggestions to celebrate Valentine's Day, but before we look at those, let's look at how the tense is constructed. This rule is always the same, whether it's a regular verb or not, so let's get started. What you do is go to the present tense first and look at the I form of the verb that you want to use in the command tense. Then, if it's an AR ending verb, replace the final O with an E, and if it's not an AR ending verb, then replace the O with an A. And that is the basic rule for this tense. Now let's look at some examples. Take the regular AR verb falar. The I form in the present tense is falo. Falo. Now we have the basis for making the imperative. All I do now is replace the final O with an E and I get the command fale. Fale. This is the form for o senhor, a senhora and você. Now let's look at an ER ending verb like comer. I eat is como. Then we replace that final O with an A and we get coma. This is the command for o senhor and a senhora and você again. Now let's look at the irregular verb fazer. The present tense I form is faço. This is our basis for the imperative. Next, we replace the final O with an A and we get faça. This is the command for o senhor, a senhora and você. Next, let's look at the verb ver. I see is vejo. Replace the O with an A and you get veja. This is the command for o senhor, a senhora and você. In all these cases, whenever you want to make the command for a plural you would do the same thing as you would in the present tense for that grammatical person, and that is to add an M to the you, he, she and it form. For instance, fale, if we add an M, will go to falem, and this is the plural command. We would do the same with the other examples that I've mentioned in this video earlier on today. Coma would go to comam, faça, façam, veja, vejam. The pronunciation of a final M is to nasalize the vowel before it. In other words, we don't close our lips as we would when just pronouncing the letter M. So a final EM sounds like ein, and a final AM sounds like aum. The difference between a final AM and the diphthong ão is that the final AM is not the stressed syllable of the word, but I'll cover this in more detail in another lesson. Let's get to the Valentine's Day suggestions. As normal, I'm reading twice slowly and then twice at native speed. 1. Surpreenda a sua cara metade com piquenique mesmo sendo em casa. Surpreenda a sua cara metade com piquenique mesmo sendo em casa. Surpreenda a sua cara metade com piquenique mesmo sendo em casa. Surpreenda a sua cara metade com piquenique mesmo sendo em casa. 2. Prepare uma refeição especial à luz das velas. 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 3. Tomem o pequeno almoço na cama. 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 4. Escreva uma carta romântica. Escreva uma carta romântica. Escreva uma carta romântica. Escreva uma carta romântica. 5. Faça uma montagem de fotos. 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 6. Vejam um filme juntos. Vejam um filme juntos. Vejam um filme juntos. Vejam um filme juntos.
7.
Plantem uma árvore juntos. Plantem uma árvore juntos. Plantem uma árvore juntos. Plantem uma árvore juntos. There you have it, pessoal. 7 simple suggestions to enjoy your day. Feliz Dia dos Namorados!